Hey everybody, so recently I realized that it has been a very long time since I posted a video. I mean, a very long time. And I apologize for that. I got busy and things took a turn and life happens. We all know how that goes. But anyway, so the last time that I went fishing last year, about the time I quit making videos, it was end of the summer, and me and my friend did a night tournament. We went out. It was a tournament. I think it was from 7 to 1 a.m. or something like that. We went out. We were fishing Tyler, and it was getting late, and we got ready to move around, and I couldn't get the motor to trim up, and it'd go down, but it wouldn't come up. And I thought, okay, well maybe it's been running the lights, the grass, maybe the battery's running low. So I cranked it up, and we put it around where we needed to go, no big deal. And then got back and it trimmed up. Well, that's weird, but I'll take it. So wound up finishing the tournament. Didn't catch anything but a small dinker. So didn't win any money. Didn't win anything. And still had a lot of fun. Night fishing is an entirely different ball game, and I am still getting used to day fishing. But that tournament's pretty cheap. It's a lot of fun. It's right by the house. It's cheap, so we do it. Anyway, so we get back, we get it on the trailer. We managed to get it to trim up to get it home, and I put it in the garage and left it, and I didn't mess with it. Finally, several months later, I had the time to mess with it and went out and played with it, and there is a fuse box in the stern of the boat on the starboard side, and it has relays in it. So I got to messing around, and I pulled 2 relays and swapped them, and it would trim down, but it would trim up, but it wouldn't trim down. So I was okay, well that's my problem. I went and got a relay, put a relay on it, everything was fine. Once again, just kind of left it, and didn't have time to go out in it. Well, a few weeks ago, on a Saturday, we decided we wanted to take the boat out for the first time this season. So we take the boat out, everything's fine, it's running great. We go about halfway down the East Lake to a spot that I like to go. Got some grass, got a tree that's laying down that I've caught on before. Kind of goes around a corner and goes up in some lily pads, and didn't catch anything, but we still had a good time. We still had fun, and we had a visitation to go to that day, so I said, well, let's go ahead and head back. That way we can get back in time for the visitation. We're going down the lake. Everything's running fine. There's 3 of us on the boat, and we're still running GPS speed, I think 50, somewhere around in there. And we get through. If you've ever been on Lake Tyler and you've been on the East Lake, you know when you leave the boat ramp and you go down towards the south, there's a narrow gap that you have to shoot through to go out and get on the main lake. The lake kind of makes a bend right there. We get right there on our way back to the boat ramp, and the motor just bogs and dies. Okay, well that's not good. So I tried to re-crank it and thought, okay, well it was cranking a little slow. I thought, okay, maybe the battery's low. So I reached back, flipped the switch to the new battery, and cranked up hot. But then when we went to get underway again, it didn't have any power. I mean, it wouldn't break the nose over. So we got it back to the boat ramp, and it idled fine, idled all right. Get it back to the boat ramp, get it up on the trailer, get it to the house, go do what we need to do. That was on Saturday. Sunday morning, before I go into town for church, I was like, well, I'm going to pull the spark plugs to see if the spark plugs are bad. So pulled the spark plugs, and on the top right side, the 2 top right cylinders, so the number 1 and number 3, there's aluminum on the spark plug, and you can look in the spark plug hole and see the piston is damaged. So I looked around, got thrown around a couple of times, called a couple of places, had a buddy that's really good into bass boats. He told me some numbers to call. Called them, and they all said, nope, Too old. Not doing it. One guy suggested a repower because to rebuild that engine, he said it could be six grand. And I'm like, well, this thing's going on the marketplace. You know, I'm not spending $6 grand on it. But I did call a guy, left him a voicemail, and he has a company called Mobile Tech, and he called me back, and he was excited about it. He said, yeah, absolutely, bring it in, we'll get it worked on, and we'll get it fixed up. So I took it over to him. He's in Malakoff, not Malakoff, other side of Brownsboro from me, so he's about an hour away from my house. And what really spoke to me was when he didn't even hesitate and thought of rebuilding that old engine. He said the nice thing about it is we can do one hole, we can do two holes, we can do whatever we need to with it. But he also said that he has a 175 sitting in his shop that somebody brought in that he's going to swap over, pull my power head out, put it in, and run compression on it. I told him the only reason why I would be interested in keeping that engine is because it's original. And that's just cool to me to be able to say that I have a 83 boat with an 83 motor, you know. It has an original motor on it. It may have been rebuilt, but it's original. So, he also, I called him the other day to check up on it, and he said that he had somebody that has a 150 on a trash boat that said that the motor's fine, and he said that they want $1,000 for it. And he said that to swap the motor over, he's usually $500. He told me that if the 175 worked, he'd sell me the block for $500. So, but he did say that, you know, we'll go with whatever is going to be the most economical and you know, cost effective, but yet longest lasting solution. And I trust him, so I'm waiting to hear back from that, but hopefully we'll get it back soon. I really badly want to hook up the camper, hook up the boat, go down to Martin Creek in Martin Creek Lake State Park and Tatum. And I really want to go run some jug lines out, and while the jug lines are out, I want to go bass fishing. So while I'm out having fun fishing, the jug lines are catching dinner, and just make a weekend out of it. I really badly want to do that because it's about an hour and 15 minutes away from the house. I've already put a hitch on the camper that my parents have that we all use. I just have to run lights to the rear. Wiring for trailer lights, but anyway, hopefully we'll get this back soon. We'll be able to get back out on the water, and I would like the 175 just because it would be 25 more horse than I have now, and instead of topping out at about 53 to 57, I think is what I can get out of it, I might break 60. That's really fast on the water, but if you're on a good lake that you're comfortable on, it's not bad. So anyway, that's where we're sitting right now, and it's kind of rainy. He said he's been waiting for rainy days to mess with it. He has to get a face gasket to be able to put the power head in. He said he forgot about that, so he's got a face gasket ordered so that he can swap the power head over. He wants to run compression on it and see what looks good, and but hopefully in these couple of rainy days, hopefully he'll be able to get up in the shop. And it is boat season, so he is out on a lot of mobile calls, but hopefully he'll be able to get in the shop and get mine worked on and get it back. So, not wanting to spend a lot of money on it. I mean, at this point, my goal was to be able to keep this boat and eventually be able to flip it for a profit and be able to buy something nicer, but at this point I may just keep it and find another one to do that with, because I've been kind of partial to it, and but I don't know, we'll see. He did tell me though that in the condition the boat is in, he said if I needed a boat and I had the money, and he said without a motor I'd give you $2 grand for this boat right here. So that makes me feel good about the deal that I got on it. But anyway, I'll keep you posted when I get it back. We'll see what became of it. So